Congratulations, Finkley, for your win as the South Carolina Black Pages 20 under 40.
I just want to say I love you and I appreciate everything you do.
It's Finkley Family Friday.
We have Michael S. Finkley.
We got to stand together as one country, and we'll take America this young.
We also have Deangelo Finkley.
There's always a new day to try again. Let the past be the past, because never.
All coming up next on the Michael Finkley Show.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. I'm Michael Finkley. Today is Friday, November 20th, 2020. Y'all, it's Friday, thank God. Like y'all will not believe, I'm telling you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show, and ring the bell for notification. And we'll see you an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. Thank you so much to our subscribers, our viewers, our new subscribers, our new viewers. You're watching The Michael Finkley Show, where we're here to inform, educate, and inspire you. We'll bring you shows that you need to hear and that you want to hear. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, y'all, Friday's among us. I am just so excited. I'm so excited. I want to sleep. I want to rest. I want to chill out. It's just been a busy week, I'm telling you. And probably I know that a lot of you can relate, especially it's the time around the holidays. And, you know, it's just, whoa, a lot's happening. So let's get it, y'all. Let's go. So today's show is Finkley Family Friday. We have two males deal with the Finkley name here with us, not along with me, and so we're including Deangelo Finkley and also the other Michael Finkley, Michael S. Finkley, as they bring us stories of success, inspiration, and triumph. Y'all, it's a story you don't want to miss. Join us. We'll be right back.
Next, we chat with Michael S. Finkley. We'll be right back. Monday on the Michael Finkley Show, season finale event. 8 months, 67 shows, 97 guests. Join us as we reminisce of season 1. And also we have Brandon Campbell with us as he talks about how he's overcoming life's events. Join us on the next Michael Finkley Show.
Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you.
Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie Little Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie Little Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming their life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie Little Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Y'all, now listen very carefully. Don't get confused. All right, we may look like twins, but I'm telling you, I look better. So let me say this. We are celebrating Finkley Family Friday today, and we're so happy to have the other Michael Finkley. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Michael S. Finkley. Michael.
How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing, Mike? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm so glad to see you. It's been a while. So glad to see you.
It's a pleasure. I mean, when I saw the Michael Finkley Show and what you've been doing on LinkedIn and on YouTube, I'm like, whoa. I was like, I wish he would invite me. And lo and behold, like it's like the angels whisper something in your ear. You sure enough did invite me.
I had you in mind, Michael. I had you in mind. Oh, awesomeness. So, Michael, tell us life in Massachusetts. What was that like growing up for you?
Oh, well, life in Massachusetts to me, as a kid, it was innocent. As a kid, it was innocent.
Mhm.
At the house, it was like I was living in Alabama. That's where my family's from. So
Mhm.
in the house I was living in Alabama, going to school was relatively easy and fun until those teenage years hit. And those teenage years were pretty challenging during the late 80s, early 90s,
Yeah.
mid to late 80s, early 90s, with what was going on around all the majority of the inner cities across the country. So you had the violence and the drugs and trying to navigate through that kind of stuff. And then there was the other part of Boston, Massachusetts that was free and safe, and you enjoyed being there, and you couldn't really understand the dichotomy of why one neighborhood and community that has really nice homes, but it's under siege with this element, and then a few blocks over, a few towns over, a few train stops away, it's butterflies and daisies, which is really nice. So, but other than that, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't trade it in for anything.
Yeah.
Realize Massachusetts has a lot of opportunities once you realize, and you have to know about going about taking advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah.
I recommend anyone that's here now, kids, I'll encourage them to take full advantage of what we have here. So, it's the good and the bad, kind of like where everyone's from, I'm assuming.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. And we just take what we can get from it and learn from it and move on.
That's right.
So was family big for you growing up?
Oh, family was huge for me growing up. Major impact part of my life. Even now, but more so when I was younger. My family being from the South, a lot of uncles and aunts. I think my grandmother maybe had 12, 13 kids. I know it was in the teens.
Mhm.
So one may have passed away, but and then those uncles and aunts, they had children, cousins, plenty of cousins. So family was huge. Grandmother, the matriarch, uncles and things like that, and although we were all cousins, everyone thought we were brothers and sisters. So we let that ride, and we had the central house, big mama house or grandma's house, and that kind of stuff. So family's always been a very important thing to me. To this day, it is. I don't have any children, but I'm one of the youngest uncles ever. I would say I was an uncle when I was 4 years old, and I'm a great uncle. Yes, I'm a great uncle, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that.
Yeah, I gotcha. And I must tell this story, Michael. I must tell the story. We met by social media years ago. When I graduated from college, I moved to Massachusetts, and I'm just that goofy person. So I typed in my name, and I'm just looking for me, right? And you pop up. I'm like, well, doggone, I have to look him up. And this is how we started communicating back and forth. And so the Finkley name,
Yes.
I love it. It's the name of my show. It's the name of my business.
Yes.
Are you proud of the Finkley name?
Yes, I am. I think all Finkleys are proud of the Finkley name. It's a very unique name, number
It
one.
is.
It's a very unique name, number one. And whether you're a Finkley with a L-E-Y or a Finkley with an A, somehow we're all related. I don't know one Finkley that's not proud of their name. They're either called Mike Fink, Kurt Fink,
Right.
the Finksters, abbreviated. We all love the Finkley name. And of course, we love our family. And we're strong. We have that strong Southern root heritage, working hard, doing what we have to do. And was always proud of that, always proud to be a Finkley. And like I mentioned to you a moment ago, the family was huge with all the uncles and aunts and the cousins and the nephews and the nieces now. So family's always been, and they were all Finkleys, Finkleys. So, love that name, change it for anything.
I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yeah. And like you said, that the abbreviations and all the different things that come along with it. There's no one can do it like us. Literally,
That's right.
That's what I'll always say. No one can do it like us. And so, Michael, as you said, growing up in Massachusetts, what that was like for you. What are some of the events that made you who you are today, as we see you as Michael S. Finkley?
I'm gonna stay on the positive, life-changing events here. Of course, graduating from Boston College, which is a Jesuit college here. very expensive college. It was a privilege to go there. I was blessed to go there because my mother, Lily Dolores Finkley, my ladybug, I call her Ladybug, God rest her soul. She wound up working there in the 80s sometime, got a job there. And like most universities and colleges here in the North, if you have a parent or if you work at a university or college for so long, you have the opportunity for education and your children have an opportunity for education. So that door opened for me to take advantage of that school when it was time for me to go to college. And I was invited to other universities and colleges I could have went to, but why would I go and pay all that money when I'm going to get a tuition discount, a huge discount, and just pay for books right here? Right. Exactly. So that happening with her and her working hard, doing what she's doing, what she was doing, day and night, overtime shifts to put food on the table, admiring that, being invited to the college campus, meeting different individuals, Jesuit priests, professors, etc. Father Woods, I actually graduated from the Wood School of Advanced Studies, but Father Woods, when I first met him, there wasn't a Wood School of Advanced Studies at Boston College. It was just an evening college, and it was just the full day, the daytime college, the evening college. He was a Jesuit there. But at one point, there became a time as I became an adult, as the college expanded and grew and was moving into different areas of nursing and education and those kind of fields. Father Woods, a Jesuit priest, had a university named after him, a section of the college named after him. And I had the opportunity to go there. And it's funny because just last week, I called him up. Periodically, I call him up, very old man. But I called him, hey, I'm just checking on you, Mr. Father Woods. How are you doing? Oh, Michael, I'm doing well. I'm glad you called, that kind of stuff. What's going on with you? I give him an update. Every so often I give him an update and he's happy to hear it. I told him I would like to see him, but we can't do that during this COVID time.
Right. Definitely. Awesomeness. And then Michael, those events that you went through in life and that just rang with you, what are you still learning about yourself?
I'm learning that, and it's funny you say this, Mike, I'm always changing. I'm always changing. I'm never who I am. I have friends that know me, that's known me all my life, from the old neighborhood, some of my own relatives, brother, sister. They have an image of Mike. Some of them have an image of Mike Fink, me, this Mike Fink. Some of them have an image of Michael, but I'm always changing. Discovering a new depth to myself, adding more to myself, to my character, exploring more, growing more. I'm always changing. And I'm open to that change. That's one thing that I've also learned, that I'm always open to change. I'm open to change. I'm open to learning more. I'm open to being the best I can be,
I love that because, we always have to have that open mind, especially in the world we live in today, right? So many things are changing. And so we have to maybe not conform to those changes at times, but understand what's going on around us. And so, Michael, right, man. And I love the way you brought in Mike Fink. They call you that too? Oh, it just goes together. And so what does Michael do for fun? What does Michael do for work?
So for work, I currently am a real estate agent. I'm a realtor. I sell homes, I rent homes, apartments, rooms, etc. to veterans in the Massachusetts area. Veterans is a key component of my business. I love to house the veterans, those who serve this country, families. A friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine, he just recently bought a house in the Revere section of Massachusetts by the water. First home built from the ground up. So that was a big success story just recently for both of us. That's one of my hats. My other hat is I work for a nonprofit in the Boston area that provides services to senior citizens to keep them in their home as long as possible. A lot of seniors, they age, a lot of our citizens age, and then they'll go into nursing homes or, assisted living facilities. But a lot of seniors want to stay home. Family members want them to stay home, but they don't know how to take care of them. For the seniors who have limited support, I work with I may take a referral because they may need home care. Home care, someone to come in and help them clean. They may need a PCA, someone that's going to help them bathe. They just may need the meal support. I do the Meals on Wheels as well. Those kind of, that's all a component of the referrals. And financial assistance, they may need something like that. So we have all those services that the city of Boston offers for our seniors, and plug them in if they need it, you know. So when I go in, well, I'm not going in now, so I talk to them over the phone or talk to a relative or a social worker, and I'll say, hey, so do they have this? Who's visiting? How are the bills being paid? Those kind of things, just certain questions that I know to ask now, doing the job for almost 3 years now. And I basically say, would they be interested in this senior, he or she be interested in this service, and make that referral. And, you know, to make sure that senior is taken care of.
Gotcha. All right. You do a lot, Michael.
Two hats right there. There's plenty of other hats. There's personal training. There's helping other individuals. There's plenty of hats. I'm always giving. That's part of my strength, Mike. I think that's part of our strength as a heritage, as a people. We've always given to others. We've always cared for others. That's what we do as a people.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
This is so true, because I know that I do that as well. And it gives me my juices, right? It gives me my energy. And so I'm going to continue to do it as long as I can.
I know you are. You are. And I wish you the greatest amount of success with what you do. You're an inspiration. Whenever I see you across that LinkedIn or something like that, I just start smiling, and I'll share whatever you got going on. I'll share it. And I screenshot it. I post it on Facebook, Instagram. I'm like, this brother is the truth. And that's what I do. I see what's going on. I make sure I'm sharing it. I'm doing my part, you know, because you have a lot to give, you know. You have a lot to give. I could give like this, man. You know, I give it my way, but I love the way you give.
Thank you, Michael. We appreciate you. And that was another thing I was going to talk about as well. You're a big dude, right? You be hitting it. You be hitting them weights, man.
Yeah. I hit the weights. I'm very active. I'm very active. Weights, calisthenics, jogging, walking, riding the bike. That's my thing. Physicality is my thing. It keeps me grounded, mind, body, and soul. You know, I have my physical dedication attributes that I like to do. You know that physicality, that strength training. It frees the mind. Spiritual training. I'm a Christian. Man. I'm a man of God. Even more so. I'm definitely a Christian, because that's what I was born and raised. But I'm a man of God, because I know that on this planet with all these people, you know, God has he knows he's just not going to cast them all away, you know. So let's just see what happens with that. I'm a man of God. I'm spiritual. I was raised under Christianity, so that's a heavy component in my life. You know, I'm not an average church goer, but I have my Bible, I have my scriptures, I have my daily bread, you know, my self-prayer. So that, eating well, physicality, giving to others, and meditation.
Wow, it's like I'm talking to myself. Wow. We just have that in common. And
you are talking to Michael Finkley.
There you go. So, Michael, in the events that are going on in the world today, what positive words do you have for America right now?
America, she's in labor right now. She's definitely in labor with what's going on, what we see. Positive words. United we stand, divided we fall. A house divided cannot stand.
It can't.
You know, so that's what it boils down to. And I say America's in labor again, you know, with all the protests and what's going on out there. And unfortunately, we had a president that tried to divide the country and talk about making it great again. And then the dichotomy of him saying making it great again. We've seen all the violence going on in the streets and the uprising, and those birth pains. The country's only going to be better because of what we went through. And again, united we stand, divided we fall. We got to stand together as one country, and we'll take America, this younger generation, and the rest of us will take America the next 100 years or 300 years, however far she goes, into greatness. Yeah. But going backwards, like that individual that was occupying the White House, that wasn't going to do it. Yeah. So my positive words are united we stand, divided we fall.
All right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael S. Finkley, thank you for being on today. We really appreciate you.
Thank you as well. Thank you for having me, Mike. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and good luck to you and all your endeavors. And and your shows, your episodes. I'll be watching. I'll be looking for every every Friday, every Monday. I'm watching you.
Thank you so much.
Coming up, we chat with Deangelo Finkley. We'll be right back.
Calling all Trio, Gear Up, JAG, and other college readiness organizations. Hello everybody, it's Finkley with the Finkley Experience. I am here to offer you information about our college readiness cohort series.
This college readiness series includes college applications, SAT, ACT prep, scholarships, financial aid, the mental mind state, HBCU versus PWI versus technical colleges, and so much more.
You know, this is helpful because it's actually like making me change my college plan.
Really?
If you're interested, visit our website, thefinkleyexperience.com, or just email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. We're looking forward to working with you.
Hi there, it's Finkley. Do you want to become the next guest on the Michael Finkley Show? Do you have an incredible story to inform, educate, and inspire others? Well, you can. Email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com and follow us on our social media platforms. See you soon.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. We are still celebrating Finkley Family Friday, and we have another relative with us introducing Deangelo Finkley. D, what's up?
Hey, cuz.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, D, let me ask you this question. So, in growing up in Michigan, what was that like for you?
Which part?
Well, start from the beginning and go down.
Well, growing up in Michigan, well, I guess we got to be more precise, Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about your perspective, personally. It's about how you carry yourself.
Right.
You see a lot real early. You go through a lot. You experience a lot. And it makes you see things differently. Like you got to naturally be tough here. Like everybody is a thug. It makes no sense. Everybody has to be tough. But you learn to also enjoy the people that surround you too.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say growing up, it had its ups and downs. You lose a lot of people at an early age to different reasons.
Motion detected at the front door.
But you also have a lot of good memories too.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, a fire hose. I'm in a firefight, hydrant, getting wet in the summers, water gun fights, running from stray dogs, going to the mall, talking to girls. It was a lot of fun. But at the same time, like I said, I think it's honestly what you make it and how you carry yourself.
Gotcha. Was family big for you growing up?
No, not at all. It's actually kind of different. Like growing up, I actually didn't like my family.
Mm-hmm.
I was the black sheep, so I was never really involved in anything. I was kind of cast out. Other than my siblings and my grandma, other than them, I kind of really kept to myself. I learned to pretty much stand on my own 2 feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was that hard for you?
It was. It made me get a lot of different insecurities about myself, a lot of different doubts, fears, and concerns about who I was as a person. That kind of molded me into the man that I am.
Mm-hmm. Did you carry any of those feelings into your adulthood?
All of them.
Really?
Insecurity, the rejection, the doubt, the self-esteem, the not feeling worthy enough, all that stuff and more.
Mm-hmm. And how did that affect you in your adulthood?
Made me seek after materialistic things and people that didn't really have the best intentions for me. But because I was willing to settle for some type of happiness versus no happiness, It caused me to put myself in a lot of dumb situations and a lot of unnecessary drama to try to prove and get validation from people that honestly didn't care about me.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. And there were some events, life-changing events that happened to you as well that made you the person you are today. Talk about some of those events.
There's so many different ones, from losing friends to violence, losing my dad, not growing up with my mother and father, my grandmother raising me, seeing murder. I seen my first murder before I was 10. Seeing first woman get raped before I was 10 as well. Been fighting since preschool. That's the only thing I ever knew what to do was to fight. It's kind of what I like to do now a little bit, to be honest. But I said, like, the most, I think, traumatizing things that kind of made me numb to pretty much a lot of things was losing friends. When you lose so many people, it's like you just can become numb to death. It just, like it's an everyday situation that it doesn't really affect you. It doesn't really make me see or view things any different. I just feel like, oh, another person gone versus wanting to shed a tear. Or, seeing multiple people die was different too. Like, that was a crazy experience. Like, seeing a guy head bust open.
Wow.
And didn't even faze me. I had no, it was just like, to me, another day.
Wow. Wow. I can only imagine what that felt like. And where are you now presently now? Mentally, physically, all that good stuff.
Physically good, mentally, due to Corona, I feel like I'm up and down depending on the day. To be honest. But I think I'm in a lot better place than when I was when I was younger. I don't have all that aggression and anger like I used to. So I can handle things differently. I view things differently than I used to. Then too, being in your 30s, you kind of start to change in general.
That's true, cuz. That's so true. Oh.
You kind of want to sit back and just enjoy life and be happy. You got to learn to cut the BS out. So I can answer that.
And your spirituality, how did that play a part in all of this?
That's the only thing that kept me going. Because growing up, a lot of the time I wanted to kill myself, but my spirituality is what kept me from doing it. Because my grandma kept me in church my whole life. That was mandatory. I think I spent more time in church as a child than I did anywhere else. So honestly, I think through everything I've been through in life, my spirituality is what kept me through everything. It's what kept me sane, what kept me going, kept me motivated, knowing that I can pull through it.
And in turning your perspective around and your life around, your mind setting around now, what do you do? What do you do for a living?
I do construction. I'm a foreman, and then I own a dog kennel. I breed exotic dogs.
And what do you do for fun to kind of get away sometimes?
I do mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, and gun range.
Now talk about this martial arts. Please talk about this martial arts.
All right, what you want to know about it? Like what aspect?
Well, how did you get started with it?
Well, one, growing up watching Bruce Lee, I wanted to be him. He was the coldest person ever. I feel like watching him growing up, just beating the crap out of people was just awesome. No matter how many people came across him, he just was unstoppable. Actually, before I even got into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, I actually went to go try to study his form of fighting, which is called Wing Chun Do, which is actually pretty cool, but it wasn't really for me.
Oh man.
Jiu-Jitsu was a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I like the discipline that comes behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the self-control, the wellness and the fitness that come out of it, because you cannot be out of shape doing jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai. You just cannot. It will physically get you in shape if you're not in shape.
Oh man, I need to do that then, huh?
And then two, it teaches you humbleness. Like
Mm-hmm.
it makes you view people and things differently. Like you realize what you can do to a person and what a person can do to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see people like, for example, this guy, but in my class, he had one arm and he is out cold with jiu-jitsu. When I say out cold, he's out cold.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me a run for my money. And
Oh.
he's only a $119. Yes. Then it's an older guy named Brian. He is, I think, 55. I can't do nothing with him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter age range.
No.
That doesn't even matter.
It don't matter age range, size. You can be the biggest person, the littlest person. None of that matters in there.
I got you. Wow, that's amazing. And I have to tell the viewers this, that we met via social media years ago, on top of years ago, and we've been in contact ever since. Just talking, encouraging, inspiring one another. I've seen your journey. And it just pleases me where you are today. And it's nothing short of a blessing to see where you are today. And so I must ask this question: all that you've been through in your life, are you proud of the name Deangelo Finkley?
Yes, I am. And honestly, I just like the name of Deangelo in general. Just one, Deangelo means messenger of God in Hebrew. If you never knew that.
I knew.
So I always have loved my name. Sorry, my baby came over here to give me some love.
Hello there.
She came and set her head on my lap, and the other one is between my feet.
Oh wow, you're just so busy over there.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And so, what encouraging words would you give to America today? So much is happening, so much is going on. What would you tell the persons of America today?
No matter what you go through, just know that you can always put through. It's only tough for a little while. It may seem like forever, but in reality, the sun always come up. There's always a new day to try again. Let the past be the past, because tomorrow's never promised to no one. Cherish and love the ones that are there. Forgive the ones that are not.
Right? Couldn't have said it better myself. Ladies and gentlemen, you just seen and heard from Deangelo Finkley. Thank you, D, for being on today.
Oh, anytime, class.
Monday on the Michael Finkley Show, season finale event. 8 months, 67 shows, 97 guests. Join us as we reminisce of season 1. And also we have Brandon Campbell with us as he talks about how he's overcoming life's events. Join us on the next Michael Finkley Show.
Hello, welcome back. So you know the question I'm going to ask you. What did you learn? What did you take away from this show today? Please leave comments below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much, Deangelo, for just being on and sharing your stories. We are encouraged by one another's testimonies, and truly, we are family. As it says in Dreamgirls, like a giant tree branching out towards the sky. And so I got your back, no matter what. Thank you so much for being on. So Monday is the season finale. Oh my gosh, y'all. 8 months, 67 guests, 67 shows and 97 guests. I am telling you, it has been a journey, and we're just going to talk about that journey on Monday, what that looks like, what that sounds like, how we got started. Y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited to share with you more of my passion, just via me, right? And what that looks like. And so we're going to end the season with Monday's show. But we also have Brandon Campbell with us as he talks about his story of inspiration. You know, life kind of throws us curveballs, right? But it's how we catch them and how we handle them that makes the difference. So he tells the story of just triumph in that right. Y'all, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel at The Michael Finkley Show and ring that bell for notification. We'll send you an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. Thank you so much. If you'd like to be a guest on The Michael Finkley Show, please email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all, we will see you Monday. Have a good weekend. Have a good one.